Hi there, Selective Collective, or should I say divine counterparts. Divine counterparts. I think that's what I'm going to say. I'm getting a message already coming in that it is for the Selective Collective, but it has something to do with being connected to a counterpart already in spirit. So I'm not sure if you know of this energy in the physical or not. It feels almost like not. If I'm quite honest with how the energy is coming in, you're more so like a daydream on this person's mind all the time. So obviously someone knows you, right? Or like one person knows the other person more. Does that make sense? That's the message coming in. They're elated. They're just so happy. They're happy because they're thinking of you and you are high vibrational to them. So you're keeping them in a high vibration just by them thinking. They know this, though. That's why they think of you a lot. They know that. Gets them in a good, you get somebody in a good mood. Good mood. That's so valuable. In fact, I would say that's invaluable. To have a person who comes around and like picks the mood up, that person, amazing. Need that person. It matters. What the emotional feelings are in the room matters. So what's keeping this from coming together in the physical? That's what the reading's going to be about. Because And I feel like either you're going to resonate with that as a message coming through, that either you or this person both have each other on your mind because it's very high vibrational. What's not being said, I guess, is that there's a connection here between counterparts, a spiritual connection, divine plan, a higher purpose, even the 144 frequency or 144,000 have to do with this energy that's coming through. I'm not too big. I mean, I do understand people using the word twin flame, but I don't really use it too much myself, because words are words, and I think everybody's journey towards each other is going to be very different. So what is this? What is keeping this from this union that I'm picking up on from coming together? Why? Is it? I mean, who knows? We'll probably see a lot of patterns. I don't know if it's just the decks that I've gotten here lately, but I'm picking up on some pretty intense issues with every sign of awakening to pattern recognition and changes that are needed, changes that are avoided, thresholds that are hesitating at. So I'm going to use this deck, this Forces of Spirit, and I'm going to use Sacred Glyphs or Sacred Symbols. I think it's called Glyphs, Sacred Symbols. Let's do that first. Let's pull a symbol first. There's a love story in the making. A love story in the making. Thinking of you keeps them high vibe. They're very happy about that. Very happy. Happy about that. Sovereignty. Oh, okay. Because there's this whole being sovereign and independent. It's a big issue. Okay, number 27. This not wanting or really needing from anyone for anything, because you're in your own power. I mean, you are sovereign. You are not needing anything from anyone at this time. That's what I would, and I say that even in maybe, so it's about that. Okay, so it's about that transition, archway. This looks like a gateway opening, right? We do see an elevation or a rise here. 48. This one is 27. That's my expression number. So in numerology, if you will look up your expression number, compute it, then you can find out kind of how to work with yourself, or how to best express yourself according to your numerology. And then I have retreat. Oh goodness. Is that where it's going? Cave. Or are there two? I don't know. What do you think? Is that the same? Or is that two? This is the cave representing like the heart, getting into the center of your heart space, and then this archway, this transition. I mean, it certainly looks like we're going into outer space with the transition. I'm going to say one is going within, and then the reflected opportunity in the physical is this doorway or this gateway. Okay. So your heart will guide you to a portal, through a transition. Things are changing with the heart, I think. So it is the need for solitude, you know, if you want to, free will and all. But before tapping into what your heart is saying at this time, what's stopping this from coming together? Courage in the reverse, 42. Courage in the reverse. I mean, it's a lot of emotions here, right? You see the sea? And it's full of lot. You know that it's going to be like there's a deep dive where you're going to go if you decide to have the courage to. You have to have the courage to walk through a door or to try something new. You have to be brave. Because the threshold is here, 67. The threshold is here. So, have courage to cross the threshold. 42 in the reverse. Courage representing the willingness to move forward despite uncertainty, fear, or risk. It doesn't mean the absence of fear, but courage appears when fear is present but no longer controls your decisions. If it's in the reverse, it may indicate hesitation, self-doubt, or the feeling that fear is preventing you from taking necessary action. And then we have the threshold, and you have this beautiful trunk. I love it. Is it a metal trunk? Oh, that's even better. I like that. A trunk. It also reminds me of something like a band would pack too. You know, something big. We're packing something big. To help move you through the transition. It says, and that is actually underneath the transition too. That's cool. To make your decision completely on your own is sovereign, right? Being sovereign, making our own decision, not from a place of fear. And having the threshold is talking about going through this transition. The symbolic doorway, it literally says it's the symbolic doorway for what separates the familiar past with the emerging future. Standing at the threshold brings about mixed emotions. It does not force movement, but it marks the point where the choice is now visible. Do I walk through this or not? Okay, how does the heart in the cave, the retreat, how does that apply? Okay, those came out immediately. Wow. 16, the spiral. The spiral. Everything changes. Nothing looks the same in the eyes of love. Everything changes. Remember that song? I don't even know that song really that well. It's coming through. Everything changes. Maybe devotion to something or someone is changing also, because devotion is in the reverse, like it's changing, not necessarily like it's bad or like there's something you're not devoted to. No, changing. Spiral, it goes outward and it does not return to that same point, indicating motion, movement, expansion, growth, learning, experiences. Can be pattern recognition too, when we are stuck in a spiral and we need to get off of it, get off of a cycle, but to propel you to the next one. So there's still that continuous movement here. Look, you have the crossing too. This okay, so the action that is actually being taken, like, this is the process, the actions in the process, right? This is actually doing it, the crossing. This is where some work gets done, is what they're saying. The crossing, or the main point in the heart, interesting that it's a cross, isn't it? Interesting. It's kind of like your faith in yourself too here, or your faith in keep on going. Like they definitely have an arrow here, like pointing this way, go this way. Yeah, so there's a choice, there's a threshold. Do you want to go through the transition or not? These energies are all gonna have to, or are all, in order to like come together, having to go through big changes. And with the archway, it's like changes that also revolve all around your stability here. Okay. So, yeah, the spiral is change, it's expansion, it's personal growth and evolution. And that's it, the number of the Tower card, which is, that is what happens with the Tower, is that everything that was not sustainable to stand any longer comes down. And yeah, something's forever changed, right? Evolution, cycles of growth. So you may feel similar, you may see things that are similar to past experiences, but you are no longer the same person who faced them in the past. So you are this new person, like coming from a like a new heart. How is Spirit helping this? Through the heart. Just through the heart. How else? How else are the angels? You can exhale now. When you can exhale, you know you're relieved, right? When you can finally exhale, you're not in fear mode. You know, when we are inhaling and holding it in, sometimes that's fear, or we're in a state of like survival. This is relief. You can rest assured, they're saying. That's how they're helping you. Can rest assured. You can exhale. Everything's going to be fine. 23. And the journey and the destination. They're also saying at the same time, you are always where you are. You are always exactly where you are. And that's exactly right all the time. Right where you are. That's where you find you. And that's both the journey and the destination all the time. Wow. Wow. I'm just feeling that Christ consciousness. Aren't you? Right here. Life. On the opposite of death. Eternal. Everlasting life. Christ consciousness. Available to all. Is something, is life. Supports life. Is eternal life. So, I don't know, just like breathe in, breathe out, and rest assured that what is supporting you right now? Life. Life. Jeez. You are the witness right now to something that the divine has set into motion for divine counterparts to come together. You are now the witness in this stage. It's like almost saying in this stage of prophecy, you are now the witness. This is your role. What do you have to do to be what do you have to do? You're just human being yourself. Just be. And when you feel guided to walk through a doorway, a gateway, if it's going to be for the highest good and it's about love, then go in that direction. But you're here to witness what life has for you and this person, and for all others to witness through the example of you and this person's spiritual, all of you, your spiritual relationship, like here as an example of love at its finest, like in the 3D. The sun. The seed. Meaning anything that you want to grow, you have the divine DNA blueprint template. If it's a seed right now, it's in a process. It might require that both people go into the dark night of the soul areas of life, right? It's real dark before we sprout up to the light. We break open when in the dark, right? Your heart chakra usually breaks open when it's broken. Just like a seed in the dark. Alright. So I'm going to get, let's see. Soul contracts. Just witness. The light. Wow. Yep. Just witness divine light. Divine light clears the darkness and it reveals the truth. Trust in its guidance to show you the way forward. illumination, spiritual clarity, and truth revealed. And that is what I've got for you all. Sending you love and light. Bye.